morning. It is Sunday, September 8th. Crazy. I still can't believe it's September. But I'm here at the Mitchell Lake Trailhead in the Brainerd Lake Recreation Area in Nederland, Colorado. And I'm going to be taking you guys along for a little mountain adventure mountain vlog today. So before we get into today's video, if you are into trail running, ultramarathon training, or mountain vlogs, consider subscribing. That is pretty much what I post on the channel. I actually just hit 3,000 subscribers. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed, supported the channel. That being said, I am going to be trying to summit Mount Audubon and Paiute Peak. I really hope I'm saying that right. Nope, it's Paiute. I have a tendency to pronounce everything wrong. I'm going to be trying to summit those two mountains, which are both 13ers or mountains over 13,000 feet. I'm just out here to enjoy the day. I actually ran a trail half marathon yesterday. I might be a little bit tired. I woke up pretty early yesterday. Woke up again pretty early today. So we're just going to go out, enjoy the mountains, enjoy the day. I hate to say it, but this is probably going to be one of my last times here at the Brainerd Lake Recreation Area for 2024. I wound up back at Brainerd Lake the very next day. Stick around to the end of the video to find out how and why. They are open, well, the upper trail heads are open seasonally, and so I imagine they close like in October. And just realistically, with everything I have going on over the next month to month and a half, I just don't know the next time I'll actually be able to get up here. I might, but this is probably my last time. Without further ado, let's get to running. So I'm just going to be easing into everything today. Feeling a little sore, a little stiff from my trail half yesterday. It's going to be a little slow today, so we'll see how long this takes. Of hiking today. Pretty much all hiking today. Not going super fast, but just enjoying, you know? So we've made it to the summit of Mount Audubon. 13,178 feet, and it is just incredible up here. I'm gonna have a snack, quick little break, and then I think we're gonna press on with our little adventure. Not anything too crazy, just lots of rocks, but crazy views, really quite beautiful. So I think we've done all the descending through this section. Now we're gonna climb up to the summit. If at any point I get sketched out or feel uncomfortable, we're just gonna turn around. So friendly reminder, be safe. You have people that love you that want you to make it home. So just remember, the mountains will always be there. No pressure. The summit. Check this out. So that's Rocky Mountain National Park behind me, and then we have over here the Indian Peaks. So sick. So I'm up here by myself. That wasn't too bad. I think most of the spice that I encountered was going down. We do have to climb back up, but I think the true summit is right there, but spice factor so low. We summited in my mind, you know? So 5 miles. literally 5 miles exactly to this point. We do have some clouds rolling in, so I don't have a lot of time. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna get to going. That's gonna take me a second to get back. Got Grand Lake all the way in the back there. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Holy. So today I am sporting the John G. Merino Wool Rover hoodie, and it's kind of taken the place of the Sun Chaser hoodie as the weather is starting to turn more to cooler weather seasons. What I love is it's got thumb holes. It is merino wool, so it wicks moisture, dries really fast, which is amazing. It also has a really great hood that like cups your whole face, so when it is cool, no wind is getting in, you know, like that neck chill will make or break at least my mood when it's cold out. So I'm really excited to incorporate this into my fall lineup, cool weather lineup apparel. If you are interested in checking out the John G Rover hoodie, you can click the link in the description and use code Mountain High Life for 10% off your order. Thank you to John G for partnering with me, believing in the channel, and making incredible running apparel. All right, we're almost done with like the actual descent before we have to go straight back up. But I'm not gonna dawdle. Let's get to moving. Back to Audubon. We're just gonna keep it moving and get back down. We got just over 3 miles left to our to get back to the car. It's gonna be slow going. It's just this trail is very chonky, lots of big old rocks and what have you, so probably not gonna run too much because I don't feel like winding up on the ground. But beautiful day. I feel a lot better knowing we're like on the descent. We got through the gnar, okay? I mean, this is what I'm on right now is like a little gnar, but we got through like the gnar, you know? So stoked about that. We're just gonna enjoy this beautiful morning, what's soon to be afternoon on trail. Done. That ended up being 10 miles. That was way more of a hike than a run, if I'm being honest, but I'm still gonna count it as a run. It was really beautiful though. I'm really stoked I got that done. Hi. All right, so I am back at home. I did this outro in my car. I did the sit down in my car, and I don't think I did a good job. So I just wanted to say a few things, and then the video will be over. And I wanted to save it for the end, just so you didn't have to sit through me rambling an unknown amount of time at the start of the video. So I just wanted to say again, thank you so much, you guys, for everybody who has subscribed, everybody who has supported the channel. It means so much to me. If I'm being completely honest, over the last 5 months, I have invested a lot of time into my videos. If it's not the actual running, it could be the planning part, or it could be the editing part. It's taken some time, and I've had to make some sacrifices, but it's all been so worth it. And I just really wanted to express my gratitude for everyone, for the support, for the love, the kindness. It seriously means so much to me. I just really wanted to say thank you, let you know I'm just really excited for what's to come. And yeah, and I'm really just so stoked, so inspired. That being said, I'm really excited to take you guys along with me. So thank you for being here. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys. It's always so fun in the comment section. So if you care to drop a like on the video, it helps me out. And then also, if you care to subscribe. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hope you get out on some trail today, and I'll see you in my next adventure. Bye. So you thought the video was over. It's time I tell you the story of how I lost my engagement ring on this very run. So let me preface this whole story by saying that I have worn my rings, my engagement ring, jewelry, on every mountain effort, and it has never been an issue. So this past weekend, when I got to adventuring, I didn't really think anything of it until I started to traverse the Paiute Ridge, and there was some very minor casual scrambling. Because I love my ring so much, I thought I would tuck it away for safekeeping in a pocket to avoid scratching the stone, which is a sapphire, or the gold band. What I did was I took my ring off, and in my left zip pocket on the very front, along with my aquifer and inReach, I tucked my ring into my pocket and zipped it up for safekeeping. I did have a thought for a split second to actually hook the ring into a carabiner that was in my shorts or on the actual bag, or even the carabiner on my inReach, but the altitude maybe got to my brain. I don't know. I ended up not hooking it into anything. But my thought was I would not be going into this pocket for aquifer or an inReach unless I was, needing it for a particular reason. So I felt fairly confident that having the ring zipped up in there, everything would be fine. I went to Summit Paiute, made it back down and back up to Audubon, and the ring was fine. As a matter of fact, you will see in this clip right here, you can actually see the ring in the pocket, in stow, in safekeeping, everything is fine. So I'm on my way down, less than 3 miles back to the trailhead, and I'm making my way, and all of a sudden I feel my phone vibrate, and my watch vibrates and shows me I have a message through the inReach app, and it's my fiance Chandler. Shortly thereafter, all of a sudden, my inReach starts to just just go crazy. So I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird. Normally, if I get a message, it just comes through on my phone. There's no additional notification. So I don't know what that is on the inReach. And I pull my inReach out of the pocket. Fatal error. I would say within 2 to 5 seconds of pulling it out of my pocket, something went off in my brain, and I just immediately thought, my ring. Oh my God, my ring. I look down at the pocket, which is open, and realize the ring is not in there. And I'm just feeling like this is a terrible, terrible dream. So immediately I go into a panic, and I stop what I'm doing and immediately turn around, which that was error number 2 of the day after bringing my ring with me. I should have marked on the trail where exactly I realized that I was missing the ring, so I had a more defined area to search, but I immediately started back up the trail and just scanned the ground as quickly and efficiently as I could. I did take a moment after that to actually mark kind of where the furthest distances that I thought the ring would be, which there was a rock pile that I knew it wouldn't have been any higher on the trail than that rock pile. And then there was kind of like a ledge or a little technical section that I knew I didn't make it down at the time of pulling out my inReach. It was when I pulled out the inReach, it was before that section. So I had it kind of narrowed down. What complicated the whole situation was the Audubon Trail really isn't much dirt. It's pretty much after a certain point all rock, which definitely made the search difficult. At this point in the day, there was a lot of traffic of people descending the mountain, even still some people coming up, but a lot of people descending, and I really couldn't get on my hands and knees to look. Additionally, there was clouds rolling in and showers rolling in, and I was still way in the Alpine, over 12,000 feet, and I was so hungry. It was like 2:30 and I was ready to eat some real food, not just a bar, gummies and gels. It was time for a proper meal for me. I was faced with this dilemma of, do I keep looking or do I go back to my car and come back tomorrow? I texted Chandler, let him know that I lost my ring. I didn't have good cell service, so I couldn't call him. After texting him, I just made the decision that I would return home to see if I could overnight a metal detector, and I would return the next day to look for my ring. You better believe the second I found service on the trail, I sat down on a rock, and it was like that fake service that kept going in and out, and I sat down and I ordered a metal detector that would arrive the next day. I got my pass to come back the next day, and I just committed to, I'm coming back and I'm gonna look for it. And at this point, I'm doing every visualization technique that I'm aware of, every manifestation. I'm praying, I'm begging and pleading with the universe and God, whoever, to please let me reunite with my ring. And in my mind, I was like, I'm driving all the way back, I'm climbing up that mountain, and I'm gonna be on my hands and knees doing everything I can to look for it. I just believed in my heart of hearts that if I'm gonna put all of that energy into finding the ring, I'm going to find the ring. Although it is just a material item, it is honestly the most valuable material item that I own. First off, it's my engagement ring. That in itself, it means a lot to me. It is a sapphire. My fiance picked out that particular stone and it's very unique. I've stared at this ring long enough to know the distinct features of that stone. Additionally, it has like extra special meaning because I have a lot of photos of my ring with our dog, who we lost him at the end of 2023, and it's still been very devastating. So it's just been really tough to think like I'm never going to see this ring again. And yeah, a few smart things that I did. And if you ever lose anything or you're not sure, you need to mark a specific location and you don't have cell service, take a photo with your iPhone. And this is what I did that was very genius, was I knew if I took a photo, it would pin on a map where specifically that photo was taken. I also used, when I was texting Chandler, the GPS location from my inReach messages to mark them on a map. And finally, I used some videos that I had taken earlier that day to pin them on a map. So I had a general vicinity of where things were. Monday morning, I went back to Brainerd Lake and I showed up and I was going to find that ring. I was bound and determined. We got going, it was maybe 8 o'clock. Had to park a mile away from the trailhead because I couldn't get an actual reservation to the Mitchell Lake trailhead. And we started up and it was so cold. The day before it was warm. This day, cold, windy, cloud cover. The second we started looking, once we stopped moving, it just got so frigid. We were in pants, we were in our raincoats, we had balaclavas on our ears and neck, we had mittens on and gloves, and Chandler and I were on our hands and knees literally turning rocks over and just literally dissecting this trail, trying to find this ring, and the whole time praying, please, please, please let me find this, please. I'm visualizing me like seeing it on the ground and finding it. What ends up happening is I find this video, which is very significant, where I'm running and you can see a pile of rocks behind me. And so Chandler and I look at the video, the pocket is zipped, which means the ring is in my pocket at that point in time. So we use and find that pile of rocks from the video. And what Chandler does is he starts by running for 10 seconds and stops, and we mark the trail. So we have an idea of, okay, this is about 10 seconds from where that rock pile was. He then runs another 10 seconds, so we know we're about 20 seconds out from that rock pile is, and then another 10 seconds, so about 30 seconds out from the rock pile. So we have more of a narrow idea of where the ring could be. And what do? We get to look in on our hands and knees, just kind of looking over everything, looking off to the side of the trail in case it flew out and landed somewhere. And realistically, it's a ring, so when it hits the ground, it might roll a little, but it's not gonna bounce, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like wherever it landed, it landed. We start looking, and by this point we'd probably been out there for an hour and a half, and all of a sudden, as I look through these rocks, I see a little gold band just looking at me, like right in between my legs as I'm sitting on the ground. And it's like I knew immediately it was my ring. I just shout, "Oh my God!" And Chandler comes down, and sure enough, from the rocks, I pull out my ring. Unreal. I think I said, "Oh my God," about 50 times after this. I couldn't form a sentence because it was so unbelievable that I found my engagement ring. It still is unbelievable that I literally lost my engagement ring on a mountain and found it. And to be honest with you, if I had lost that ring on the ridge when I was doing that Paiute ridge, it would have been gone forever because the terrain, it just would have fallen into a field of boulders and never been able to be found. So I'm glad it fell where it did, but holy smokes. Can you believe that? Lesson learned, I will never wear my engagement ring on another mountain adventure or doing any adventure for that matter. It will stay somewhere safe. And I want to encourage anybody who has like valuables like that, jewelry, maybe just leave it at home. Like, I get the aesthetics and I like love to fidget with it as well, but leave it at home, because that was devastating. Like, that whole night I felt sick to my stomach. I felt a level of disappointment in myself that I had never felt. It was terrible. It was really terrible. But thankfully I have the most amazing, forgiving, kind fiance in the whole world. And he just showed nothing but love and patience for me after finding out that I had lost my engagement ring. And he was amazing enough to come with me and scour the ground to look for that ring with me. And I'm so eternally grateful for him, and I love him so much. So thank you, Chandler. I love you. You're amazing. I'm the asshole that lost my engagement ring for about 24 hours. So that's my story of how I lost my engagement ring and found my engagement ring on a mountain. Crazy. Hope you enjoyed. This is now the official end of the video. Hope you enjoyed my story. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to leave your engagement ring at home for your big mountain adventures, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.